Dad. What are we off to do?
We're going to move the cattle to the next field. Come on, girls! Come on! Yeah, they made it quite far, eh? There's Jade. Well, the real 75 step forward. There's Suki. Come on, babies. Disappearing into the clover. You don't tell us 80 cows in there. Yeah, doesn't look like a whole lot to cut here, but I need to get to that stuff, so I want this all cut back down to where it's even. The rake will still pick it up. Look at those for happy cattle. See, some of them are disappearing into the undergrowth. Alcatraz fencing. Like I said, peace of mind. Woo! This gives me great pleasure walking down my driveway. Because me and Liam planted these trees just over 10 years ago. Yeah, they were already taller trees when we planted them. They were 5 foot, between 4 and 5 foot seedlings. So I don't know what that makes them 3 years old when we planted them. Yes, some of them still haven't figured out they can get out to the field yet. And yes, we put in these pole rail fences, which already need to be fixed. So I'm hoping in the next day or two the new bundle of these tamarack poles will be showing up here. That's the nice thing, but I've got to get the grader on and fix these potholes. That is the nice thing about, where was I going with that? Oh, the trees down the lane is the shade, the shelter you get from them when you're walking down here. So yeah, it's one of the little projects, which doesn't need to get done right away, is to get these poles put up before we start moving these guys back into the yard for winter. Yeah, it'll make a nice difference in here. Anyway, coffee time. And I know I'm gonna get the questions. Thought the blue tractor was fixed. It is. Still not entirely sure if the AC is working. We gotta test that. Why? Why are we still using the red one? Because it's hooked to the baler. Here's the short and skinny. The tractor was gonna be going for scrap, so you figure on a good day, $2,000. Yeah, it's about $2,000, $2.5 worth of scrap metal. We've got about $1,000 into rebuilt injectors and injector cups and a new head gasket. We've got $1,200 plus installation into tires. So you can kind of say $5,000. You got a tractor that's, what is it, 90 horsepower, 85 horsepower, something like that, on a good day. It's got a lot of blow-by, but you know what they say about blow-by? If it's got blow-by, it means it's still blowing. So, still running. And we've got a baler that we got for a scream of a deal. It was about $17,000 once we paid shipping and all the rest of it. So for $5,000 a tractor and $17,000 of a baler, $22,000, and I'm out making a lot of money in bales. I can't argue with that math, for sure. So, supper time. Well, happy hump day, everybody. It is Wednesday, some part of the last Wednesday of August. That's all I know. So yeah, went on last night just after dark, got the last of the headlands, so 6 times around the field. And they've now just put on a thunderstorm for tonight, the weather guessers. They had said there was a slight chance of rain for Thursday, and then they called it off at the last weekend. They stopped saying that there was a chance of rain. So apparently they wanted it to be a surprise. And I know the grain farmers will be just as happy as I am about that prognosis. So, saving graces, I only had done 6 times around this field, and I hadn't done any of the big quarter, because the big quarter is needing to come down soon, and I just didn't want to chance it. Figured I would lay down the headlands and just see how the next couple of days roll out, and then we can get tore into the big field once the chances are past. But no, weather guessers strike again. The only part that I'm not very happy about is like in here, because these swaths are heavy. So if we get any amount of rain, like 1/4 inch or more, these swaths will never dry out. I'll have to rake it. So I'm going to go and put salt blocks out. Remember my pouch this time. So yeah, we're stringing up the 3rd run of a ½ mile barb. So yeah, by the time we're done, there'll be 2 miles of barbed wire, and then there'll be a ½ mile of power for now, till we get the next roundup. So yeah, it might not be the prettiest fence, gives a bit of a waggle in spots, but I think the trees did that. That's why I kept it, because those posts are still pretty good, and it saves me a lot of time and a fair bit of money. So, I had to hand bomb that pallet of barbed wire in that little shed, because my heavy forks that I normally pick up pallets with, because it was a small pallet the barbed wire was on, the heavy forks wouldn't pick up the pallet to unload it. So I had to hand bomb them all off from the back of the truck. So that was fun on the old back. Yeah. Anyway, keep going. Fourth run of barbed wire. Yeah. Just don't look behind. It's a beautiful thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's the European in me, or it's just the cranky old dude with aches and pains who doesn't want to chase calves anymore. Compared to what was here, even 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 2 months ago. Yeah, that'd be about right. July, August, yeah, June. So before, because the crappy old wire that I let down, you can see there. Bottom wire, next wire, and up there. So, like, you can see if I can. Oh, sorry if that was loud. So this shows you that's my gapping for wire. So I don't know what that is. I think in man terms that's like 20 inches, but in real world it's about 9, 10. And then you go this. So that's almost 50% more in the gap. So talk about animals pushing through, and it was a single strand. And where are the rolls? There they are, right there. The barbs were quite far apart. That was the other kind of crappy thing about them. They were... See, there they look like they're the same distance apart as here, but they're not all like that. Weird. Anyway, but gap-wise, huge. Like there you go again, same thing. There's the insulated, the staple is almost in the same hole, and then that's for scale. Yeah. So yeah, this is kind of what the fence will look like. The top barbed wire is almost at my waist. And like I said, I'm quite tall, so that's probably 4 feet at least. Yeah, that'll be 4 feet. I'm kind of judging it by a sheet of chip rock standing against the wall. So, what is about to happen as soon as I get the barbed wire all done is I'm going to go back along and pull the electric wire in, because I got to do this one and the other little short fence that I did already. So same thing again there. So I'll put insulators here, and yeah, that'll be the power wire, the top power wire, because I think I covered this in one of the last videos. I'm not going to bother cutting the top of the post off, because that's just silly. It's ridiculous. So I'll just put the insulators on, put the power wire there, and if then the top of the post is still bugging me, I can do that at a later date. And then we'll do the dip-de-doos between number 2 and number 3 barbed wire later. Because right now I am pretty sure with all the grass we have, them little sproglets are not going to have much of a reason to stick their heads through that new wire, because that new wire is sharp. Because believe you me, there's enough holes in my clothing and my skin to attest to that. But so yeah, that's the first third nailed up and tensioned. The wire is run to the second third and not tensioned yet, because I'm literally holding it in my hand. So we'll hopefully get that done tomorrow, because going by that, we're not going to be haying And I think the local grain farmers are all going to lynch me because every time I cut hay, or every time I wrap up a video to you fine folks, it blinking rains. The one thing I'm interested to do is, when I'm cutting the headlands in this field, is to see how much twigs and branches and stuff is still laying out there, because he said he grabbed most of it. Because he said he did his best at the trees when he was grabbing them, nothing fell that way. And I do remember there was some branches laying out that way during the first cut. I was hoping to get back and pick them, but I never did because I was busy. So it'll be nice to clean that up, and then hopefully I'm going to get that big strapping lad of mine, Liam, out here with a loader tractor or a skid steer and pick all the rocks that's out here, and then we can start running the discs up and down here and get this all nice and chewed up, because I'm hoping to get that ready for trees and seed by the end of next year. If not by the end of next year, definitely by 2026. How weird is that to say 2026? It's like a sci-fi movie number. Anyway, it's supper time, and this old dog, his puppies are barking. Whew. Oh. So if I don't come back, this is the end of the video. This is the end of it. This is the end of our run. I'm trying to think what all happened in this video. Well, I suppose we moved the critters yesterday, and they behaved actually, which is nice. There's no reason they shouldn't, because it's not like they don't have food aplenty. Oh, yeah, it's probably going to be at least a month until they're up here. I know we shouldn't have to push them that hard, but there's so much eating down there. And compared to last year, August, so next month is September. So at the end of September, when the cows will be heading north to get this, and then the North Dam field, at that time last year, we were starting to bale feed every animal on the farm. That shows you how polar a difference this year is to last year. Whew. And one of our clients is placing order for bales, so I'm hoping that we can bale whatever's out here, and that'll go to him. So hopefully get it in good quality. So anyway, if this is the end of the video, thanks for watching everybody, and yeah, we will see you Sunday morning for the next installment of As the Doug Fences. Well, I'm hoping it's not just going to be fencing from now on. I'm hoping we get back to haying. We did get a little bit of haying done this episode, but hopefully we get back to doing something other than fencing. Something a bit more exciting. Anyway, thanks for watching everybody. Bye everybody. You can just see them in the middle of the screen there. Oh yeah, I meant to say before I go, when I put out the salt blocks, yeah, they were all up at the top of the section. On that piece of bare ground there. Weird.